Welcome back to the Second Hand Club. My name is Gregory. It's Sunday, and in today's video I decided to answer a few questions from a Q&A that I started on Instagram a few weeks ago. I picked 5 questions today in no specific order, so let's get into it. So let's dive into it directly. And the first question is from Ed the Zilla. If you don't know him, check his Instagram. He has amazing content. And this question is, what will be the future of independent watchmaking? I think the future of independent watchmaking is bright. And I think people are tired of games played by the bigger brands like Patek or Rolex, which are in the end independent, but not truly independent in the sense of your question. I think people are tired of the games of limited distribution, and people really want to belong to a specific community. They want to have something special, very limited and truly limited in production. And we can see this as well translates in the recent results from auctions. FP Journe has been scoring prices higher and higher auction after auction. The Resonance is finally going higher than the Tourbillons. And recently, Philippe Dufour, the Grand and Petite Sonnerie number 3 was sold for 7.6 million, making it the most expensive wristwatch from an independent watchmaker. So I really think that independent watchmaking is heading in a great direction. People are getting more and more educated through online resources about watchmaking, and this opens opportunity for smaller brands to bring out their culture, their vision of watchmaking, and I think this is good for watchmaking in general. I can have a dinner with some of the collectors and we have complete different opinions about watches, and this is what starts conversations and sharing passion about watchmaking. It's basically having opposite opinions and still in the end sharing the same passion for watches. The next question is from my friend Escape Wheel on Instagram. Great photographer, go check out his content. Are in-house movement better? And I think a lot of brands are using the in-house tag to charge more. People are now getting more and more aware of what the movement quality of watches are. We're talking on forums, exchanging on Instagram, and our in-house movement really better, more accurate and reliable than a solid and bulletproof movement that has been in millions of watches like the ETA caliber 2824 or the Sellita SW200. I don't think so. I think you can get great watches with ETA modified movement. The upside, I think, for in-house movement can be the finishing. So this is my opinion. I think that in-house movement and non-in-house movement can be as good. Don't make your decision about buying a timepiece based on if it's an in-house movement or not. A timepiece can be great even with a non-in-house movement, and you'll probably pay a much lesser price. Third question is from Instagram again. James is a collector asking me, what is my favorite watch brand? This is a tough one because there are quite a few that I like, but for me, the one that would stand out the most would be Jaeger Lecoultre. I absolutely love the Reversal, which is one of my favorite timepieces ever. I love the Duometre and some of their higher complications. I think they have a really high standard of quality of watchmaking, and they stick to their past and history, and this is something that I really value. I spoke about it in my last video about Jaeger. A lot of brands, I think, are devaluing the art of horology and the craftsmanship of Swiss watchmaking, and I think that Jaeger Lecoultre is one of the few brands that still respects that, and that's why I really love Jaeger Lecoultre. The next question is from Caroline. What was your first watch purchase and why did you choose that watch? So I will talk in a future video about how I ended up working in the watch industry, but the very first watch that I really came across and was given to me was a Tissot Couturier D-Date, and it was given by my parents from my grandfather, so it's something very emotional to me. But I didn't really buy a watch until quite later in my career of the watch industry. And the very first watch that I purchased was the Mark 18 Hodinkee edition from IWC. I remember when it came out in 2019, I think. It was a limited edition from 500 pieces. Absolutely loved it because the case was in ceramic, a smaller size, 38 millimeter, with no date. I absolutely love the watch. I don't have it anymore, but if I come across it in the future and then I'm in a position of buying it, I will definitely acquire this watch again. And the last question is from Simon, asking me, what is my favorite Rolex? My favorite Rolex, and I answered this question in a video a few weeks ago, is the reference 126710 BLNR. It's a GMT Master 2 with a Jubilee bracelet. I don't like to call it the bad girl. For me, it's the GMT Master 2. And if I had to choose only one Rolex, this would be it. I love the Submariner, I love the Daytona, but this is a little bit more versatile, a little bit more under the radar. It's a beautiful watch with a beautiful function. My favorite timepiece from Rolex. This wraps it up for today. If you like this kind of videos, if you want to ask me questions about watches, every now and then on Instagram, I will let you ask me some questions that I will answer in future videos. Let me know in the comments below the answers of the questions that I've been asked and see if we share the same opinion. We drop videos every Monday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Have a great day, enjoy your weekend, and see you in the next episode.